All right, welcome back. Chapter 9, The Confession. The scene of the crime was a bust. It hasn't rained in a while, Mila said, frowning. The ground is hard, so there aren't many tracks. I examined a patch of dirt. I didn't find any webbed footprints. I did discover some sneaker prints, but that was no big deal. We'd all tramped around there last night. There's no empty marshmallow bag, Mila noticed. That's strange. An animal wouldn't eat plastic, but it wouldn't throw it away either. Maybe it blew away, I suggested. Maybe the creature took the whole bag. Maybe it ate the marshmallows somewhere else. Mila's lips tightened. Maybe, she said. We decided to split up. Mila went to check on Sally Ann Sims. I had to find out about String Bean. I talked to my brothers, and they said String Bean spent the night zipped inside his sleeping bag, head and all. Nick shook his head sadly. He was scared to death, Jigsaw. String Bean kept mumbling about lake monsters. He said he'd rather be eating cheese puffs and watching Nickelodeon. Weird kid, Daniel observed. No kidding. I crossed Jasper's name off the list. That left Wingnut and Freddie. I found them sitting by the edge of the lake. They were skipping rocks in the water. Feeling better? I asked. Wingnut shot a look at Freddie. Freddie stared at the ground. Wingnut nervously pulled on his ear. Freddie kicked a rock. Sure, Wingnut stammered. We feel fine. Freddie bobbed his head up and down, like he really agreed with Wingnut. It was funny watching them. They weren't very good at lying. I wish you guys were sick this morning. No, I'm sorry. I heard you guys were sick this morning. What was the matter? Too many marshmallows? Wingnut pulled on his ear. Freddie bit his lip. Both stared at the ground. Look, guys, I said, let's not play games. You took the marshmallows, didn't you? Took the marshmallows? No way, Wingnut protested. He looked directly in my eyes. Honest, Jigsaw, we didn't touch the marshmallows. I believed him. Wingnut didn't pull on his ear and look away. Instead, his eyes met mine. But something was still wrong. Explain the stomach aches, then, I demanded. Freddie and Wingnut exchanged looks. We can't, Wingnut said. We might get in trouble. That wasn't good enough for me. I wanted facts, and I wasn't leaving without them. Freddie finally broke down and confessed. Please don't tell anyone, Jigsaw, he pleaded. I know we weren't supposed to bring candy into our tents, but... Candy? I repeated. Yeah, Wingnut said, smiling at the memory. A jumbo package of Reese's peanut butter cups, and we ate them all. 6 each, Freddie said proudly. We felt pretty sick, Wingnut admitted, but it was worth it. I crossed their names off the list. Don't worry, guys, I won't say a word. I was still laughing to myself when I ran into Danica Starling. The afternoon light was fading fast. Did you find the Marshmallow Monster? She asked. Tonight, I promised. Danica's eyes widened. Tonight? That's like so cool. Yeah, it's like that, I replied. So what's your plan? She asked. Night surveillance, I said. Surveillance? What's that? Danica asked. It's watching without being seen, I answered. Oh, spying, Danica said. Can I come with you? I shook my head. No way. Too dangerous. It's something that I have to do alone. Danica took off her necklace. She handed it to me. I saw that it was a leather string with a whistle attached. You might need it, she said. You know how to whistle, don't you? You just put this to your lips and You just put your lips together and blow. Why do you think she gave him that whistle? Why might he need that? Let's see. Chapter 10, Waiting in the Dark. Shirley Hitchcock said that Sally Ann Sims snored through the night. We crossed her name off the list. Besides, monsters and wild animals, Joey was the last suspect left. During s'mores, I placed another bag of marshmallows in the same spot as before. I made sure Joey knew about it, too. The trap was set. Together, Mila and I picked a spot for me to hide in. It was a few feet past the clearing in the forest. It was behind a huge oak tree, not far from the marshmallows. I could see the entire campground from there. Hopefully, no one could see me. I waited until Joey and Ralphie were fast asleep. Then I carefully climbed out of the tent. I slowly zipped it back up, cringing at that sound. No one woke up. I reached into my pocket and took the little bell that I had borrowed from Sally Ann Sims. I tied it to the outside zipper. If Joey left the tent, I'd hear ringing in my ears. I didn't want to believe that it was the Marshmallow Monster. I didn't want to believe that he was the Marshmallow Monster, but I had to make sure. Each tent had its own flashlight. I took ours just in case, but I didn't turn it on. I cautiously picked my way through the darkness. Finally, I reached the tree. Ow! Ow! I trembled. Just coyotes, I told myself. It's just coyotes. There I sat and waited, alone, in the dark, because that's what detectives do. We sit, we watch, and we wait. Sooner or later, something happens. It always does. Only tonight, I was hoping for the opposite. I wanted a nice, quiet evening, a night when nothing happens. I fingered the whistle in my pocket. The air was cool. A slight breeze kicked up, and the branches shivered. I watched as the moon, like a cold white eye, looked down upon me. Night settled around me, and with it, the noises of the night. Crickets chittered, branches moaned in the wind, and owls screeched, and then, behind me, I heard small feet scampering to safety. Fears swirled through my brain. Every sound became a footstep. Every shadow became a monster. I slowly grew tired, so very tired. I had trouble keeping my eyes open. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamed of lake creatures and bears, raccoons and wolves. I never heard a sound. I suddenly felt something grab my shoulder, shaking me. Huh? What? Jigsaw! Jigsaw, it's me! A voice in my dreams seemed to be whispering to me from far away, far, far away. It's me! It's Mila! I gazed wildly into the forest. My eyes struggled to make out the shape hovering beside me. Slowly, I saw the whiteness of her teeth, her eyes. You were sleeping, Mila said softly. I've come to stay with you. I didn't argue. I was glad for the company. We sat in silence for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then a branch snapped, loud and near. Crack! Mila squeezed my arm. Shh, it's coming this way. Oh my goodness, what's coming? All right, we're going to find out. Stay tuned for the conclusion of our story.